Press cross button.
Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
I might have just found us some fresh meat. Ready?
Ready to go when you are.
I'm in.
Hold on just a second.
It's not too late to give up.
You fuckwit.
They're fucking armed machines. Like, these things can shoot us down whenever, and we just let them fly around the city like everything's totally normal.
As a name, I can't fucking pronounce. Always keeps a curtain. You asking for another slap?
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Can't thank you.
Message received. Moving in. Over.
Gun down.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so
Auto drive now
everywhere
enabled.
we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Skylar,
Auto drive now
our tech
enabled.
hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea. for the
Auto
world.
drive
What
now
do you think
disabled.
it proved so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back when you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't
Auto
understand
drive now
anything.
enabled.
And Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of
By
it.
now, you must have reached 20 Venture Street. The Walkie-Talkie Club is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
You have arrived at the Walkie-Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The Walkie-Talkie Club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites, and the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
This will teach us.
Well, you worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging, and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to Broker Tech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Fucking hell! Can I always expect this kind of attention?
Until you lose them, yes.
He's a very intuitive AI.
Good, I got you.
Predict when you're going to go. And get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
Control,
I've heard
I
it's been
can't see
used
the
by
suspect.
DedSec.
Please advise them. It's pretty well known that they're not
Oh my god. Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Auto drive now enabled.
Is London calling? You're listening to
Hostile at your
and
location.
next time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the
Situation now.
Auto drive now disabled.
They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization who uses its powers to stifle and shut down free speech.
They crossed the checkpoint.
Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we keep everyone's making location secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster.
Negative. No visual of the suspect. That's... Still pursuing target. Over.
Nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part
I'm
of
putting an end to this.
part of the nation. And the only meaning that you will find in it is to become part of the nation. What is it?
Suspect cleared the checkpoint.
The nation is basically just attacked by the leader that takes over, that claims, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people.
Immobilize that vehicle!
But that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life. Talk to you, where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is
Auto drive now enabled.
corporations and the state operating in tandem.
Auto drive now disabled.
But that isn't that.
Auto drive now
exactly
enabled.
the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works.
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
We have let evil into London and we must
Wicked.
Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic India. States. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration of data and how that's been used and manipulated. What we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. So there's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for who are carrying it.
My fault.
And it has been used.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it in a pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every data...
You have arrived at BrokerTech, lead innovators in software and AI technology, founded by its CEO, Sky Larson, when she was just 25. Talk about an overachiever.
Talk about a place to keep all your dirty laundry. Hey, it'd be fun if we gave away all their blackmail for free.
I believe that's exactly what our 404 friend has in mind.
I'm on it.
Damn it!
Location sent. Need a 1013.
I have all the blackmail data, and dear God, people are disgusting. I wonder how this family values politician will appreciate his S&M sessions on public display. Oh well, let's find out. Blackmail data is hereby leaked.
Fantastic.
Just surrender!
Teammate has sought out new accommodation. civilians in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
My God, how embarrassing. I suppose this is my problem now.
Private anymore.
There are so many times where I don't want anyone.
Not a bad fee for our services.
I'd say it's a thankless job, but someone just sent us a video link named thankyou.mp4, so at least it's a one-thank job.
Let's see it.
You have completed your first contract with 404.
I wasn't expecting that.
Bags? Who was that exactly?
I've run Nout's name and face through the usual databases and turned up nothing. Oh, Nout. Right, just got that.
We know nothing
Auto
about
drive
her.
now enabled.
Maybe we should find out more before we meet her.
Worth the risk, in my opinion. She seems like a real dead sec.
Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the optics connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you could go back and do all the great things about optics without that fear of surveillance.
With the optic, privacy's dead.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, and Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do is a big data beast. Why aren't they
Auto drive now enabled.
our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep criminals confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data,
Auto drive now enabled.
you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about. But
The thing you're after is around here.
Auto drive now enabled.
A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. These races leak now, but a new society needs peace and ambition and love and prosperity. Join me to see smart ways in the day making this life. Unleash the full potential of your mind. Once it's a free procedure, you can be free forever. and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed. Prototype led to the world in AI vision. We automated lines like cows, brought badly to your office. Our necessary time. Technology humanity two sides of a system that's the heart of the age. A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. Ambition, love, and prosperity. Join our members to receive updates as Daybreak goes live. Unleash full potential of your life. Sign up for our wait today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed. Brokatech has led the world in AI innovation. We automated London's black cabs, we brought Bagley to your office. But our latest endeavours are entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the same coin.
Hi, Nout?
Hey, you made it.
Got your hands full?
What? Oh, him. Yeah, he thought I was trespassing. I'll set him straight.
Righto.
Now, about that message I sent you. I might have been a little overexcited. Oh, shut up! I've been investigating a massive contract. Too massive for the plebs who use 404. This contract is different. Dangerous.
Who is it?
I will tell you. But first I have to trust you. Then you have to trust me, you know? So, I'm gonna send you another 404 contract. Let's just get to know each other a little better.
Who are these contracts you're targeting? Do they really deserve your wrath?
Oh, there you go. Asking the right questions. Trust me. I do my research. I know every contract inside out, and they're all part of the problem. London, the world, will be much better off with our help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to move this twat before he gets his strength back. Laters.
Not a trap. Sounds like we have a potential partnership with this mean, aggressive mystery woman. Give it a think and we'll discuss once you're out of Somerset House.
Solid idea.
Full potential of your life. One Christian could be free forever. Sign up for our waitlist today and join us in the world of tomorrow. Daybreak is the future, and the future is very bright indeed. In AI innovation, we automated London's black cabs, we brought Bagley to your optics. But our latest endeavours are entirely new. Technology and humanity, two sides of the system. Heart of Daybreak. A chance to leave the troubles of the world behind. Things are starting to leak now, but a new society needs you. A society of peace and innovation and love and prosperity. Unleash the full potential of your mind. Once it's been Christian.
Any idea on what to do?
Bit of a nutter, but not an evil nutter. For my money, she's no 0 day.
I like her. She doesn't fuck around. If she wants our help, we should give it.
If you decide to become gig economy hacktivists, then I'll support you, because I literally have no choice.
You've been listening to Buckingham, keeping the resistance.
Auto drive
I
now
found a
enabled.
potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
They say nature abhors a vacuum, and so it seems with London's dark economy. Join us on GBB to learn why London's criminals are selling food to refugees.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. Hello Britain, this is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself on the head with it in despair. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice, and...
Auto drive now enabled.
Good state of existence. Some good news, at last. There are no medicine shortages, according to the government. None at all. There have been various allegations about that. It turns out they are all fake news, trademark. There are none. There are no shortages of medicine. Don't take it from me, I'm not a medical expert. Take it from my beloved government. It's fine. In fact, I'm going to read between the lines here and actually say there's too much medicine, if anything. Just medicines. Medicine. You can't move for medicine. In fact, just this morning, I dropped this in store goes into a bowl of breakfast.
Oh my god, this one's on roids. Ooh, perfect spot for a little art.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
Quite effective, I'd say.
Now there's a statement. The whole borough of Southwark will see this and know someone is sticking it to Albion. I like the direct... Teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
Ugh, I hate to see anyone brought in by those wankers, especially one of ours.
Have you got it? Now, you wanker.
No, yeah, I do.
Won't be so patient next time. So careful, yeah? Albion's watching you.
Right, I've got the message. I'm here.
Well done. Let me tell you about your contract. The Nexus Tower holds a quantum computer used by Albion. It simulates civilian response to large-scale events. Mass arrests, deportations, bombings.
Shit, these pricks are fucking stress testing how much they can get away with.
It's a minging piece of work. Destroy the quantum computer. That's the contract.
Nothing in the vicinity. Gotta keep looking.
What a mess. Moving on. That's it. You're going down.
Teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
So it's up to me then. Strike back at the man.
You're a pathetic waste of space. Here's a pasting you'll never...
I'm the prick.
You're a natural. Next step is to wait for Now to get back to us. But don't wait here. That would be a shit idea.
Yep, agreed. Dead good. Glad to establish a foundation of trust. I'm ready to show you the contract I'm investigating. Go to the GBB. You shouldn't have any trouble finding her.
Who needs Italian olives when you can eat pickled rubber bands and a soup of regret? Who needs a nice cheese when you can eat a lukewarm unspecified rat meat pie with 0 spices?
Sand, metal, and bits of dead fox. That's all we needed to eat in the glory days.
One. I used to want to travel, you know. Keep your distance, cock on board. Why?
Sending location on a 1033. Advised conditions.
I'll have a look. Find that suspect.
Staying down.
Heading to last known position.
Have a search round there. What do we have, Bags?
Albion operations data. In this case, a number of people they're targeting in the borough. We'll inform our contacts and get them into hiding.
Rents and how...
We've done all we can in Southwark and it's paying off. We've just had a heads up. Says she's been hacking Albion's server. It's ballsy, and she's found information that we might use to cripple Albion's operations. But
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB.
Autodrive is not available.
A lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of the corporate, become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? How did it all go wrong? How did social media become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own sake. Here's disinformation and media experts. Have you seen them? Up my journal.
Piss off, you gross fuck!
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. Because that meant money in your pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling, keep you listening, keep you looking for more information. The second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything, and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no way, we are. The ground environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere. Anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation. So like, you remember out on the edges, there was a story about when they would take a house by force. They would take
all units. I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area.
Fantastic viral story.
Got it.
And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course...
the GBB, once considered the world's greatest public broadcaster, now considered, quote, quite shit. This is where you'll find Alp's big contract.
Security is tight. There are very few options. We've found one access point on the roof. Should be able to use that.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Please move along. If you're not on the list, you're not getting in.
You think you can keep me out of here?
Please move along.
They can't silence all of us.
Let's see it.